All right, morning everybody. Hey, it's DC, Dr. Carl. And today what we're going to do for our video that we're going to show up on our page is I'm always talking about the 6 pillars of health. Eating whole foods, lots of fruits and vegetables, getting plenty of rest, exercise, water, getting your spine adjusted, and then also, your mindset, prayer, meditation, and your mindset of what it is. And instead of me doing all the jabber-jawing this time, I picked this couple and asked them if they would do this, and they're allowing us to share this information on our page. This is Sheila and her husband Virgil. They are, to me, they're just an example of that. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of do a little interview. So instead of me talking, we'll let them talk. So the first question is, what do you guys do for a living?
Well, we sell Medicare supplements and Advantage plans.
Okay.
But we really look at ourselves more as educators.
Okay.
Medicare is very, very complicated, and people need someone who understands it and can explain it to them.
Okay.
In plain English.
And that is an understatement that it's a little complicated.
It's kind of our mission is what it is.
Wow.
Because it's so complicated.
That's awesome, to try to get the message out to people and get them the right plan.
That's
and all
correct.
that. And here's what I want you to take away from that is that you take classes all the time, right? You're always...
We have to pass the state AHIP test. We got 3 tries to pass it. You got to get a 90% or better. We usually score in the very top, both of us.
Okay, so they and taking classes, refresher classes. I mean,
That's after you pass the state AHIP. Then you take the classes from each one of the healthcare companies.
And then we have a day of face-to-face training with each of the companies that are there. So it's a lot of training. We'll actually start, the first one is June 28th to prepare us for next year's plans.
so is it safe to say that and it's very complicated, trust me, they're just touching the surface of this, would you say that that's keeping your mindset going?
Definitely.
Definitely.
As far as...
It keeps our brain very active.
Okay, so keeping their brain very active, what they do. Now let's switch that, and we're going to go into like eating and let's talk about your, like, how you what you put in you as far as food. So can you tell us a little bit about what you try to maintain that way?
Well, every time I come to Carl's, I read this book. She won't tell you that because this is a very good book as far as fighting cancer and what you should be taking on a daily basis.
And is there a lot about plants in there? A lot about eating a lot of fruits and vegetables in there?
Definitely fruits and vegetables and Juice Plus.
Okay.
We do all that. We
Okay, so
follow religiously.
Okay, so they follow all that. That's awesome. Now,
I just wish I could get that book somewhere. I can't find it.
I can go online and find that for you. Okay, so I didn't know that. I'll have to remember
I
that.
do. She knows that.
Okay,
I do.
good.
Virgil's
All right.
birthday present.
All right,
Also,
that's
look
a
at
birthday
that.
present for you. Okay, exercise. Now, what I was totally fascinated with was what's your main fun activity in exercise?
Ballroom dancing.
Ballroom dancing, right? What I remember the last time there was a band or something like that. And how many hours the last time you did it? You were on the dance floor
Oh, well, we try to dance almost every single dance that
Okay.
are out there. Very seldom do we really sit down.
Jitterbug, rumba, tango, foxtrot. We do them
Swing.
Isn't that awesome? So as far as staying active, and here's another thing, they just came back from a cruise, and they were in San Francisco, they went on a Hawaiian cruise, so they're very active with their lifestyle and keeping abreast of those
all.
things.
A lot of walking in San Francisco.
A lot of walking.
A lot of hills.
Okay, all right. How water? How's your water intake? Is that a
Well, we did, when we got ready to go on the cruise, we bought a 24 Aquafina 24 container, and we finished it in the amount of time that
In
we
1
were
week.
in the week. So I guess our water intake was pretty good.
Okay, how's your sleep? Do you is that a priority? You try
Well, we usually are in bed by 10:30 at night. I wake up earlier usually than he does, but we usually get 7.5 to 8 hours. of
7.5
sleep
to
a
8
night.
hours, perfect. Okay, and what about chiropractic in your spine? How often do you get adjusted?
We get adjusted every 4 weeks,
Okay,
and I think that's very necessary.
and why is that a priority for you?
It keeps us, seems like it keeps us in line. It keeps us from getting more back problems or, you know, shoulder problems.
Okay.
I just think it's healthy.
Awesome. Awesome.
What about you, Sheila?
Yeah.
Well, I've had some injuries, broke my ankle a year ago or whatever, but I can just tell you that once I've been adjusted, the pain is less. So we don't wanna miss when we need to come in. And we come in when we have aches and pains that aren't usual, and we're in here.
In between the
in
4
between
weeks.
the 4
Okay.
weeks. If we
All
have
right.
to, we
Good.
don't like to have to.
Good. All right. I understand. So the last thing would be the mindset. Where's that at in this whole staying healthy?
Well, we're still working. Everyone asks us, well, when are you guys gonna retire? And, we really haven't set a date yet. We aren't
We
quite
enjoy
sure.
what we're doing.
We really feel like we're educating people, and it's a necessity, and like Virgil said, we've looked at this for years as this is our mission.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the Lord's given us to do.
Amen.
Actually, we work hard and we play hard.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And the mindset keeps them young, doesn't it?
It does. I was telling you that, you know, we came off that trip and there were people that were like 75 and they were just barely getting around, and they see themselves as so old, and it's really difficult for me to understand that, you know, your mindset is there that you still can do a lot of those things and not dwell on the things you can't do, but enjoy the things you can do.
Awesome. Now, if you wouldn't mind sharing, how many years you've been on the planet?
71.
Hate to say it, but 73.
71 and 73. So I saved that for the end, so you had to watch it all the way to the end, because to me they exemplify that and that where this all ties in. So I just really appreciate both of you. Virgil, I'm definitely going to make sure we get you one of those.
I would
I
appreciate
hear about
that.
it
That would be
every
the
time we
best
leave.
birthday present ever.
All right, so thanks for sharing, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll stay
Thank
in
you.
touch.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.